On behalf of National Park Medical Center, the exclusive and founding Sweetheart sponsor, I'm so proud to be a part of tonight's young ladies who are coming through finishing up this year's Sweetheart program. It's hard to believe that it's been 10 years since Catherine and Paul Russell began the Sweethearts program. The program, which was set up in memory of their Caroline Grace, has now seen a total of 289 young ladies come through. What an incredible legacy for a beautiful little girl who was lost entirely too soon to a suspected undetected heart condition. It's a legacy of strength, of education, and of empowerment for every young woman who goes through the program. The hope is that one day, through that legacy, no other family will have to endure what the Russells endured with the loss of Caroline. Tonight, we are so proud of the 39 young ladies who are a part of the 2015-2016 Sweethearts class. Every once in a while, somebody who's unfamiliar with the Sweethearts program will ask me what it's all about. That's when I realize you really have to experience the Sweethearts to understand them.
I've always wanted to support Miss Catherine in the fundraiser for her daughter, and she's always been a family friend of ours, and it's just amazing seeing how far the program has come.
It's a wonderful organization that we can get involved in as students and to be a part of something that's bigger than ourselves.
I was aware of the program as a little girl because I was a junior Sweetheart when I was about 7, and I have nothing but just amazing memories from it. And I remember loving the girls and wanting to be like them, and I couldn't wait to be a Sweetheart. And so I've really been looking forward to this for a long time.
I heard you get to do a lot of things with the hospital and the LifeNet, and I want to be a doctor when I graduate.
I think I want to go into the medical field, so I think this was a great opportunity.
My dad works at National Park Hospital, so I've just really liked being able to volunteer up there and see what he does.
It's a little out of my comfort zone, but I thought I would do it because it sounded like a great opportunity, and the more that I am going into this program, the more I realize how fun it is and that I shouldn't have been nervous, and it's just a great opportunity.
I've heard that it's a lot of fun and you get to meet new people, and I love meeting new people.
I became a Sweetheart because I had a lot of friends that were in it when I was growing up, and they told me how great of an experience they had.
All 3 of my sisters in the past years have done this Sweethearts program, and they've gotten a lot out of it.
I became a Sweetheart because I learned about it when I was a really little kid, and I thought it was so cool to see all the big girls in their pretty dresses, and so I wanted to do it since I found out. And I've also had a lot of heart disease in my family, and so it's really cool to learn more about that.
Both of my great-grandparents on both sides were killed by heart disease.
My mother's father passed away from a heart attack.
My dad has diabetes, and so learning about all this, even though it's kind of involved with heart disease, it helps me learn how to be healthier that I could maybe show my dad too.
My aunt has a defibrillator pacemaker. She just got her second one put in, and because of the Sweetheart program, actually, I got to interview her about it and write my essay.
My grandfather had 6 bypass surgeries a few years back, and now he's okay because of those. But then my grandmother is having a bunch of heart problems right now, and then it's gone down to my mom, and she's having to go to the heart doctor and everything, so it runs a lot through my family.
A couple days before our first Sweethearts meeting, my great-grandfather passed away of heart failure. So that actually made this whole experience a lot more intimate for me.
I had 3 bypasses done, and I said, well, Scarlett, I just wanted to make it easy for you to write a great essay.
For the Sweetheart herself, being a Sweetheart is so much more. It's about learning CPR and learning how to use the automatic electronic defibrillator, or AED, which they may have to use on someone they know and love someday. It's about touring National Park Medical Center's cardiac catheterization labs and later writing a heart-healthy essay that will be graded by a heart specialist.
We went to the cath lab and we toured National Park Medical Center, and that was really fun.
The cath lab, they showed us a couple videos on their computer about how they insert the stents. They said a lot of radiation stuff goes on there, so they had to wear these big coat things that are really heavy.
So that was my first time to get to see all the things she actually went through, and it was really cool to see that and see the awesome doctors that work on things to help a heart patient like my mom.
And it was interesting to see how a hospital runs and kind of get a feel for what we're going to be doing in the future with the hospital, and it kind of opened new windows to maybe working in the medical field.
I was volunteering in the ER and I got to observe a chest tube insertion, and that was really awesome.
That was a really fun experience, getting to watch them put catheters in people and learning about how the stents can help unblock arteries.
I got to watch a girl get her toe amputated, so that was pretty cool.
The ambulance had picked up somebody from somewhere, I forgot where, but I think they put her in as like a psych or something, and she got out of her bed without anybody really noticing and she didn't have any clothes on. She only had a robe on, and she like ran out, and so everybody was so nervous. We had to go on lockdown. It was crazy.
First time I worked in the nursery with the babies, and I got to hold a newborn baby, which was really fun. It was so small.
Volunteering with HIM Health Information Management was probably my favorite because of all the ladies working in there together at their little desks. They were just such good friends, and they were able to work together so hard, and I actually got to help with a lot of paperwork, and I don't know if this means that I'm just weak, but the next day my abs were sore from lifting so much paper.
Just all the smiles that you get from seeing people and what they're experiencing, true love, us showing love towards people, and just their response to that is just wonderful, and they're so thankful.
For the kindergartners at our area elementary schools, the Sweethearts are the cool girls that come and read to them about Hearty Heart during their time at school.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
For some patients in the back of a LifeNet ambulance, the Sweethearts may even be the young lady who administers their CPR.
A lot of these girls want to be involved somewhere in the healthcare spectrum as a career, and they can get to see maybe different views that they wouldn't ordinarily get to see.
I was shadowing this guy, and he was like, okay, we're just gonna go see a priority 1 now. And I was like, are you not scared? But after I got to see these things, I realized that, wow, these people really do help people.
When I was volunteering at LifeNet, I got to witness an overdose call, and I got to witness the ER put that patient on life support, so it was very exciting.
I think having the Sweethearts ride with us is outstanding. You don't see a whole lot of people volunteering anymore, and the fact that they give up their time to come in, ride with us, we love to have them. We love to show them kind of what paramedicine is.
We got a call, and it was on a 2-day-old, and it was an overdose on a 2-day-old, and it was really cool seeing them save its life because it was just, literally a newborn.
There was a man who was having a really hard time breathing, and so the paramedics decided that the only way to treat him was to put him in a medically induced coma. And so being on that call, I got to witness them put him in a coma and intubate him. And so when he's intubated, they have completely shut down his respiratory system. And so the only way that he's able to breathe is through the bag and the tube. And they had me breathe for him with the bag from out past Airport Road all the way to St. Vincent. And having a life in your hands is such an adrenaline rush, and it's something that you have to be very careful with, but it was such a great experience getting to do that.
We got to eat barbecue with our dads and dance with them, and it was really fun.
I'm a dancer, actually, and my dad, well, I didn't get it from him.
Seeing my dad dance and look like a fool, it was pretty funny.
Today we had the mother-daughter luncheon.
It was just a time for us to all sit together and talk and get to know each other a little bit more with our moms.
And Lauren English talked about how she had heart problems in her past.
And it was just really interesting to hear some stories about how heart disease can affect even people our age and younger, and how we need to help and make an impact.
And they gave us these bracelets sponsored by the Raise Diamond Center.
Proceeds go to the Heart Association, and then this one has Caroline's birthstone on it, and it's just a reminder about why we're here.
It's a fun but challenging cardiovascular fitness day at FBC Fitness.
Today we learned about eating better, and that helped me out a lot because I'm so bad about going to Sonic.
We talked about nutrition and wellness and how you can lead a healthy life, and it was really interesting to learn about that.
Today we did an hour-and-a-half workout. It was a hardcore workout, and we got our hearts racing.
And it was really eye-opening because I didn't realize how quite out of shape I was.
It was really intense, and it really got my heart pumping and my blood flowing, and it was really tiresome, but it really made me feel good after we were done with it.
The more I get through here, the more people I'm meeting, and it's like people I would have probably never met if it wasn't for Sweethearts, and they're so nice and so kind, and just everyone is so welcoming and fun to be around.
I've met some girls from the different schools. I met some new friends during the CPR class and touring the cath lab.
It's just been wonderful meeting new people because that's not something I normally am able to go out and do.
Being a Sweetheart is about learning a heart-healthy lifestyle, how that lifestyle can be fun, and then being an ambassador for it for the rest of your life.
I will take a lot away from this program for my future, especially if I do end up going into the medical field.
Especially watching the nursing staff. I think it's made me really open my eyes to all they do, and I think I want to be a nurse.
I've just kind of learned a lot about myself, and getting to put that towards my career is something that I'm going to cherish.
I will know more about heart disease and how to help someone if I ever have to.
I've definitely learned how to work with people a lot more, and I'm a people person. I love to work with people, and this has given me the skills that I need to really take on any job that the world throws at me.
You learn so much and get so much from it, but you're also giving back, which is such an amazing thing.
It's just fun and exhilarating, and you learn so much about the medical field and about yourself. So I think it's a great experience, and I would tell anyone that they should definitely do it.
It's really cool.
And when the program is finished, being a Sweetheart is about putting on a pretty dress and celebrating with your entire family and friends at the Hot Springs Heart Ball.